this afternoon. We've got Tyler Gunter and Eli Hanneman in the water right now. Next heat, Ryland Rubens from the US coming up against Ford van Jaarsveld from South Africa. And here goes Eli Hanneman. This might be the aerial that he went for. And well, he almost stuck it down, but couldn't quite ride out of that one. And here's the replay of Tyler Gunter, who is our current heat leader. He's got a 2.5 and a 2.93. Very early days, 4 minutes gone so far. And this is 2.93 for Tyler Gunter, which at this stage is the best wave of the heat so far. The Jeep World Junior Championships in some fantastic waves. Here goes Eli Hanneman. He's using his priority on a little right-hander. Nice first turn to get things going. And linking this one through to the inside, he's found one that's opened up. It's allowed him to link together plenty of turns. He's not done yet. And so 4 quick turns in succession for Eli Hanneman there.
And this is why I think he's going to go well this afternoon. So light and bouncy off his feet. He's able to project over that white water out onto the open face. And this is where the wave kind of sort of lacks a bit of power, but he just moved through rail to rail, nicely transitioned that inside. Didn't really have a big finish on that wave. But this is the contrast that he's up against. This is Tyler Gunter on his backhand, and you can see he puts up 2 nice big maneuvers. This guy looks like he's the all-rounder package, and here he goes again.
Yep, looked in a 4.17 for his last wave, so he knows where the judges have set the scale. Sticking with this one, he's hopping through to the inside, nothing of substance so far. He's going to finish it on the shore and blast out 2 quick turns. And now behind him, Tyler Gunter linking one down the line. It's a white watery wave, but it did allow him to squeeze in plenty of action along the distance.
He's able to project along the whitewater via. You see he starts a little bit behind, but gets one nice little snap in. Now he's playing catch up, a little whitewater foam climb, and he's lucky he gets his bonus section on the inside to finish strong. So Tyler Gunter will drop his 2.93, and Eli Hanneman will have to get a bigger requirement, because I don't think this wave, this is his wave number 4, is going to be a score of any real consequence.
It's a tiny wave. He really made the most of it, milked everything he could out of it.
But he's got to go find those big open face waves, but this kid's got the X factor. This kid can pull off an air reverse at will and turn a 3-point ride into an 8-point ride. So this won't be one of those waves. On the inside, he just picked off a little inside runner.
All right, here goes Eli Hanneman again on the inside, picking off a smaller wave. It's a left-hander. Takes to the sky, whips around a lightning quick backhand air reverse. Now he's looking at the right. It's just going to be the one hit for Eli. It was a good one.
Just at a 3.30. Let's take a look at why that was. Not a lot of speed there going into the turn. Really just a fin ditch reverse. Definitely a few lines now moving through the takeoff zone. You see both surfers just trying to get right across onto that left-hand bank that we heard Brett reference earlier.
Well, Tyler scratched to get into this one. He's a long way back up and over his first section. Still just some whitewater action, and now Eli Hanneman will pick up first priority. A lot cleaner groundswell, and there are clearly more standout waves. Here goes Eli Hanneman. Great looking wave. It's got some clean green wall. 2 turns so far. He needs to commit to a big one, but unfortunately he can't get around that.
You've got to surf against the wind and generating that speed. That's a beautiful big top turn on the first one. He got over the second one. Now he was trying to find that third, but unfortunately just couldn't get ahead of it.
He could be looking at something up around a 6 that's going to make things a lot tighter. And now he's found a left a long way down the beach, and this looks better for Eli Hanneman. Just the 1 turn so far. He's going to stick with it, link it through to the inside. The wave's not really cooperating, but he's finished it. So will that again improve on his 4.33? Here goes Tyler Gunter flying down the line. Blazes out of the top on that one and backs it up nicely. So a couple of really big turns for Tyler.
This is it now. We're on the outside. You can see nice big aggressive turn. Gets that little carve back into the pocket. Now this is where he's generating his own speed across the section, and he gets 2 tags in here and finishes strongly on the inside. So we'll stand by for that score. It should go into his top 2. And this was Eli Hanneman's wave further down the bank. When he took off on that wave, it looked like it was going to be an absolute belter down the bank, but he kind of softened up as it went along, had a few little funky sections in it, and unfortunately for Eli.
Hanneman once again, he's enjoying these lefts. He's into this one. What's he got for us? He's got a section, throws it up, and can't make anything substantial come of that. All right, run through this heat recap, Riggers.
Yeah, so Eli Hanneman started off on the right-hander. This is the wave he's probably looked the best on throughout the heat. Nice flow, throughout the wave, but unfortunately for him, they had no big end section to put that exclamation point on that wave. In contrast, though, Tyler Gunter from the USA has looked alive on every little left-hander he's gone, and most importantly, he's found the end section of every single wave to finish strong on. And that's been the difference between the two in this heat. Another example of this one, nice big opening turn over here, and now he scoots along this flat section, just hunting for the strong finish. Nice flow and momentum over that section.
Better waves, they have a lot more push, and this came through while we were in the recap, and again, it's a wave, he's not really having to force it, he's just finding those gutters. Unfortunately, that one doesn't offer him anything further down the line.
That's going to be one of the key factors in determining whether we run tomorrow morning and indeed how the afternoon will play out. As we see Tyler Gunter on the inside, just staying busy.
Tyler Gunter can now hit click and book that trip through to the third round.
Well done, Tyler Gunter. Great performance by him, quite dominant in the end.
17-year-old from Newport Beach. Controlled that one from start to finish. Very measured performance, and he did it very, very nicely.